Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I am your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. This is the second week in a row now where Jagex has hit us with a pretty lackluster, mediocre update, but we can only assume that that's because they're working on some big things in the background. We have Wild Graphic Sleeps happening, I think, in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. We've got the new Slayer boss coming out, AWST or Araxor, whatever it's called, which brings me, I guess, to a very simple question for you guys to answer in the comment section down below today, and that is, which Slayer boss in this game is your favorite to kill so far? Is it likely to change when Araxor comes out? Does it look like a sort of boss that you're going to want to experience and enjoy more than the Sire or Cerberus or the Kraken, whichever boss you enjoy? Let me know in the comment section down below. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button while you're down there. If you haven't already, I really appreciate it. The support honestly does go a hell of a long way. Pushing for 100k subs by the end of the year would be beautiful. And in the meantime, allow me to take a quick minute to tell you about today's official sponsor for Rune News, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is one of the biggest mobile hero collection RPG games played by over 80 million players across the world, and it is official, ladies and gentlemen. I have made a clan within Raid Shadow Legends, and I need your help to fight alongside me to take out the clan boss, the Hydra. Raid is also giving away smartphones, gaming consoles, up to $5,000 in Amazon gift cards, as well as in-game legendary champions and items during this month's Summer Tavern Special. Download Raid using the link in the description or the QR code on screen, or go to summertavern.polarium.com and enter your Raid ID to start searching for hidden items. And be quick, guys, because you don't want to miss out on these prizes. The Summer Tavern minigame ends on the 10th of July. And for new players, if you click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen, you can get an amazing in-game loot with an epic boss killer Tyrell or Rector Drath upon reaching level 25. And if you play for at least 5 days and hit level 20 within 30 days before July the 17th, you will get 2 months of YouTube Premium for free. Thank you very much once again for Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's episode of Rune News. This week's update for Oldschool Runescape is titled Hallowed Sepulchre Instances and More, which honestly is just Jagex bullshitting, trying to pull the wool over our eyes, especially after last week's update where they just had 3 pieces of content which were all copy-pasted, but like the Deadman All-Star announcement, the Pride event photos, and then some other gay shit they were doing. It wasn't really that impactful. They're trying to make the update sound decent this week, and to be honest with you, it's really just them allowing you to have private instances in the Hallowed Sepulchre if you pay 200 marks, and you can toggle it on and off. And then the fishing trawler is now shitter because you're about to get less. You should likely see a dip in loot or XP. When it comes to fishing trawler. I don't know if this affects the angler outfit. It shouldn't, because of the way the angler outfit is, I guess, the way that drop table works. It shouldn't affect it, but if you're insane enough to be doing fishing trawler for XP and fish, you're about to get fucked. But I think the biggest part of this update, which is what it really should be titled, is them fixing the carpenter's clothing outfit. So now, if you have the full construction carpenter's outfit, which I think is from it's from Mahogany Homes, right? You now get a 2.5% XP boost when you're wearing the full set when completing Mahogany Homes contracts, which I guess you weren't getting any boost before now. So that's actually massive for the construction grind in general for Mahogany Homes. It's a 2.5% XP boost across the board, essentially. That's fucking huge. Everything else here is complete utter garbage. There's a bug they have with Masterclass, which I'm sure we're all aware of. Bounty Hunter's dead garbage content, so no one cares about that. And yeah, PvP Worlds, there's no more LMS on Osworlds for a week, so I guess I'm no longer getting racist next week, and then EVscape can take a week off from getting fucking dumpstered by your boy. Until next week when I'm back on the Osworlds and I'll be back dominating the zone as always. We've got quality of life fixes, which basically means nothing because that's just what we explained up the top here in the changelog. And then we've got the repeat new Slayer boss coming soon, Araxor to Mauritania. Looking forward to that. I'm very keen for this. No idea when the announcement's going to be. It doesn't seem to have a release date. Oh, here we go. They're hoping to launch the poll on the 1st of July. So the news post had like a survey in it, which was basically, would you like us to poll it? Or how would you vote if we polled it? So now they're actually going to poll it. So the pre-poll's done. The poll's happening on the 1st of July, so 2 weeks' time. I would say you're probably going to see it sometime shortly after Wild Graphic Sleeps, maybe a week or two after. Looking forward to that, though, nonetheless. Great content. Deadman All-Stars finale is happening on the 22nd of June. If you're into that content, go ahead and watch it. They'll be live streaming it. We really just want to see Dino and Odablock go head-to-head in the 1v1s. That's I think what everyone's looking forward to now, especially after Dino being like, I don't want nothing to do with Odablock ever again, and then proceeds to have Odablock in his thumbnail on his very next upload. And on top of that, you know, yeah, he called Odablock a bitch because like he ran. It was bitch shit. But Odablock, if you look at the PvP tracker on Dino's screen, Odablock was winning that fight in terms of like pure PvP talent, one-on-one. The bear was just fucking him up. So not to make excuses for Odablock too heavily, which I obviously am. I don't think Dino's going to win that 1v1 if they're on even ground, but looking forward to see it. I'm sure that's what we're looking forward to most. Let me know if you care about any of the other players fighting, but that's going to be the big one for sure. And then we've got garbage that we don't care about. And then other changes, which is exactly what we pretty much spoke about at the top, because the Jagex copy-paste once again. Another announcement on the PvP rotor. And yeah, tumbleweeds all around, boys. That's the Oldschool Runescape update for this week. Rather dog shit, but it's better than RS3, so let's talk about RuneScape 3. This week, the Oldschool Runescape team announced that they are bringing over a new Spider Slayer boss from RS3, which is called Araxor. Same name, same, I guess, Mauritania spider concept. Everything else is completely different. They have stripped everything else RS3 away from this boss, except for its name and the fact that it is a spider in Mauritania. The reason they have stripped every single other RS3 detail away from that spider boss is because it's related to RS3, and if it's related to RS3, then I can guarantee you one thing, and that is that if it's RuneScape 3, it's fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and today we got the Strackness Cudgel rising in price. This is because people are delusional. They think that the Crush weapon is going to be good on the new spider coming soon, but the Slayer monster of Araxor, because Crush is good against spiders. The problem is that Strackness Cudgel is fucking dog shit regardless of where you're going to use it. You're better off using a Dragon Mace. You got a Zombie Axe in the game. You got the Abyssal Bludgeon. Don't invest in this weapon. It's a fucking scam. Next up, we got the Mixed Hide Legs. Now, these are rightfully dropping back down in price because people realize No Monk is a bit of a dipshit and doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to PVM content or anything endgame and meta. And these are completely fucking useless and never worth your time using over Bandos. People are starting to realize that now. It's coming back down in price, thank fucking God. Next up, we got the T-Bow. Now, there's been some predictions. It's been bouncing around a fair bit. The prediction is still that it's going to be about 1.4 bill around the second half of this year. That's what we've been told by our sources. That's the forecast. And it looks like to be trending that way, as this is a predetermining factor. You have the Spider Boss announcement, which is melee focused. You're going to have these new demons coming out, which aren't going to favor the T-Bow at all. It's likely to drop down to where it needs to be. This bow should not be hitting max cash ever. And finally, the mole slippers are leveling out a little bit, a slight dip. This is because of the Deadman mode All-Stars. A lot of people are focusing on that content at the moment, which is the perfect time for you to buy in on the mole slippers. If you haven't got any now, get yourself some mole slippers today and become a rich cunt tomorrow, and be sure to tell your mates about it. Otherwise, they are never going to be able to invest, and then that way you will lose value on your mole slippers. You want to increase the value by increasing the profit, by increasing the buyers. My name is Wade Green. Have a good one. Our first Iron Man moment for the week goes to Good Day to You All, who is not an Iron Man, and he also is he's a vanilla Java RuneScape client user, and he just got his music cape, which is huge. Congratulations. Next up, we have Shangers, Mr. Gaz, the man who notoriously gets hacked for every piece of loot he gets every 6 to 12 months. Got a Virtus Row bottom. Looking forward to seeing him lose that very soon, the next time he gets hacked. And finally, Beetleguard had a 1 in a billion drop here, where he gets the Darrock plate body from a bird's nest doing a birdhouse run. Just running birdhouses, pulls the Darrock plate body. Now, obviously, this is a meme. This is a glitch on RuneLight's side. He didn't actually get a Darrock plate body from the bird's nest, but it is worth noting that Fergo, I believe, is still hunting the Barrows plate body, sorry, the Darrock plate body from Barrows to do his combat tasks, and he still hasn't got it. So if we can type a quick sit Fergo in the chat for not having his plate body, that'd be beautiful. And that is going to be it this week for Rune News, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we don't hit the trifecta and have another dog shit update next week from Jagex. Let's see what they have in store for us. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you all. You've been watching Rune News on Rune News, and my name is Rune News, and you're watching Rune News at Rune News, Rune News, Rune News. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.